What's up, guys? Hope you guys had a good Father's Day over the weekend or spent time with your dads or spent time with your kids, all that good stuff. Just kind of been watching the events unfold over the weekend with the chaos in the world and not liking it. Anyways, we're going to be exposing the harsh truths about the modern relationships, parenting, and why men are tapping out of the current system. So let's get into it.
You want to know why your baby daddy's a bum and why he doesn't help you out? Let me tell you guys why. Because they gotten so comfortable to everything being handed to them. The woman in his life have failed him because all they did was give, that nothing was earned. It comes to a point where you have to teach these kids how to earn shit because they grow up to be bums, fucking losers. They have no type of structure. They have no clue in how to be a regular human being, let alone be a man, like a real man. They have gotten used to everybody doing everything for them that they don't know how to earn things on their own. And if they don't have a dad, even worse. Their parents fail them, their grandparents fail them, the girlfriends in their life who come and just try and take on the role of Captain Save a bum. It doesn't help their situation any better. And for the first time since I left my daughter's dad, I finally called him a bum. And I feel fucking good about it. Because you know what? I've been thinking that this entire time, but I've been giving you grace and grace and grace. And now I'm actually going to tell the whole world, you're a fucking bum.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Okay, so now the baby daddy is a bum because women enabled him? I mean, you're not exactly blameless here either. You chose him. I mean, look, these guys are not born bums. They're trained into it by a system where fathers are sidelined and every mistake gets a free pass. So no structure, no accountability, just participation trophies are and endless handouts. And the irony is you're still playing the blame game while admitting you propped them up. But here's a tip. Bet better. You want a real man? Stop enabling boys and destroying nuclear families with your choices. Actions have consequences, and now you're living them.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore, or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just be so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
Right.
So why don't men approach women anymore? I mean, are you serious? It's because the stakes are absurdly high and rejection is the least of it. I mean, women like you scream confidence, but then the second a guy shoots his shot, he's either creepy, desperate, or laughed at. Feminism told you not to settle. Dating apps handed you endless options, and now you're complaining men don't play the game. Maybe it's because the game is rigged. Want men to stand up? Drop the entitlement. Meet them halfway. Stop treating them like disposable entertainment. That's just a few things.
You heard her, but you didn't listen. A woman's emotions are not a threat. A lot of you guys don't have enough patience for us. We don't need any more dominant men. We need safe men. You just need to understand that a woman's emotions are not a threat. It's an invitation for you to start leading. When a woman becomes emotional around your space, she's technically giving you the map. Here's the map. Take the lead. I will follow you. And you guys don't seem to recognize that because we're too emotional. She has all these feelings and all these things. We're giving you that space to take the lead, and you guys are fucking it up. You guys don't know how to navigate through a woman's emotions. And if you can't navigate through a woman's emotion and she doesn't feel safe, she's gonna end up having these guards up, and then you're not gonna feel like a man. And because she's like this dominant one, because she's protecting herself now, it's because you're not going to protect. You're only making us feel not safe, which is going to take us in this space now because you didn't give a fuck when she was being emotional, because you didn't care. You sat there and you just heard her, but you didn't listen. These things are like so crucial. A lot of times we give you guys the full blueprint and we just let you guys take on the role, but you guys fumble. You guys fuck it up. And that's why we're in an ugly space right now with guys going through a lonely pandemic and women being these masculine girl bosses, but it's like we got these roles so twisted. It's exhausting to be like that. If you want to lead gently. Do it kindly, do it soft. I know things are always going to come up and there's always going to be uncomfortable conversations, and you can take the lead by being present, by being patient. Patient is a huge one. Like, a lot of you guys don't have enough patience for us, which then puts us in the space of like, well, he doesn't even care. And now suddenly guards are coming back up, and I might still want you in my space, but now I'm this dominant woman, and now I feel like I have to be the one that calls the shots and does this and does that. We don't want to do that. We don't.
Cut her loose, dude. She's a handful.
So emotions are now a map for men to lead? Give me a fucking break. So, what you're trying to say is men are supposed to navigate your emotional roller coaster while you're busy gatekeeping safety and blaming them for your inability to trust? I don't think so. Modern women demand men to do all the heavy lifting while offering nothing but complaints. Men aren't fumbling the blueprint, they're just opting out of the rigged contract. You say you want a leader, but your actions scream control freak. Men are not your therapist, and if you want to feel safe, stop treating them like an emotional punching bag.
I only did myself dirty and I did my daughter dirty. I'm still going to stand on this was the best decision for me and her, because if not, we would have been in a toxic situation and she would have seen a very, very ugly side of both of us. But what I'm saying is, we have already set her up for failure the moment we had a kid because we knew how toxic we was. It shouldn't have gotten to this point. It's a very sad reality that I have to deal with now because of the consequences of my own actions. Because I didn't sit there and pay attention to the red flags, because I let my emotions take over my mind, to my logic, to my brain. I only did myself dirty and I did my daughter dirty. So just choose wisely. Be smart about what the fuck you're doing. And who the fuck you're sleeping with and who the fuck you're letting inside of you.
So you ignored the red flags, made bad choices, and now you're saying just be smarter. Can't make this shit up. It's like too bad the advice comes after dragging a kid into this mess. Single motherhood isn't empowerment, it's proof of poor decision making. And yes, toxic relationships create broken homes, and the real victims are the children who never asked for this chaos. So, ladies, stop letting emotions override logic. And guys, this is why you need to protect yourself: paternity fraud, family court bias, and women who preach responsibility only after they burn down the damn house.
Your kids are always going to have a tie to their parents no matter what. No matter what. Although I'm extremely confident that my husband is going to be the perfect example for my daughter, and I hope and pray that she sees my husband's examples and his integrity and his morals to be the exact person that she wants in her life. But I have no control of that. I can only do my best. What I will say is, no matter who comes into my life trying to help me raise my daughter, he's never going to be able to replace her dad. You get what I mean? And depending on how the relationship with her dad is, depending on how he decides to operate in life, it's either going to make her or break her. Your kids are always going to have a tie to their parents no matter what. No matter what. And when it comes to making decisions to this capacity, you got to be smart. You cannot sit there and ignore the red flag, because it's one thing to be having fun, and it's another thing when shit starts getting serious and shit starts getting real. You start seeing people's true colors, and a lot of times you already see these colors. You just ignoring them. You're ignoring them because your emotions are speaking louder than your mind. Your heart is speaking louder than your brain. It's very common for us women to think that, but we need to be a little bit more logical, a little bit more smarter about the decisions that we make, because the amount of single moms in this world is actually shitty, and it sucks to see that many broken homes, because those broken homes at this point are better for the kids because of the specific parents, because we ignored the core value system that these people have that are going to be raising your kids. So that's all I gotta say.
Oh, hell no!
Did I hear that right? Is broken homes are better for the kids? I mean, what the hell? Are you dumb? The problem isn't broken homes, it's the selfishness that broke them. And you, again, ignored red flags and then doubled down by justifying the mess. And now you're praying that your kid magically turns out fine? I mean, look, modern women treat kids like afterthoughts and men like sperm donors, and yet they complain when life goes sideways. So, guys, just protect your future. Well, guys, modern relationships a minefield, but built on bad choices, selfishness, and systems stacked against men. From single parent households to entitlement driven dating, the blame game is never ends. So, guys, just take control, vet wisely, protect your assets as always, and consider traditional cultures that value family and respect. Basically, get your passport and get the hell out of the West. And again, we can't say it enough is stop playing a rigged game and start living for yourself. Well, guys, that's the ended video here today. If you like what we've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below what you think, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.